Hi, everyone, and welcome back to another take of the word Simplified. I'm Davi-Lue, and today we'll be talking about drop the pacifier. If you're a parent or have taken care of a kid, I'm sure you kind of love these. But there are some benefits that comes with it because, you're able to soothe the child with it while you can do a lot of other things, and this can provide some comfort. But realize that the pacifier has a zero nutritional value, and even at a certain point, so pediatrician would say after age 2, you definitely want the child to be totally weaned off the pacifier. I mean, obviously, hopefully before that, because it can cause like some dental issues. In short, what I'm trying to say is the longer a child is on the pacifier, some needs of them might not be met. Having 2 kids of my own, I had one that was so in love with the pacifier, and I had another one that just didn't like it. And guess what? The one that didn't use the pacifier as much, when she cried, I knew, okay, she needed her food right away. Now, the other one I could have afforded to, do some cleaning around the house and just give her the pacifier to save me some time. So the topic today is drop the pacifier. When you look at the story in Genesis chapter 27, talks about Esau and his brother Jacob, and I'm going to focus on verse 40. After Esau had went out to hunt for his dad, to prepare this meal so that he could be blessed before his dad died. When he came back home, Jacob had already served his dad and had received the blessing. So that verse 40, part of the, after Esau cried to his dad, he said, "Don't you have anything else to do? Can you bless me? Say something to me." And that verse 40 of Genesis chapter 27, Isaac said, "Well, you're going to live by the sword. You're going to serve your brother. But when you become restless, then you will break the yoke off, his yoke off your neck." And so at times you realize that the devil gives us pacifier to cause us to not cry out for our needs. Psalm 56 verse 9 says, "Then I will cry unto the Lord, and my enemy will turn back. For this I know, because God is with me." But that first part says, "When I cry unto the Lord." So pacifier could indicate, the devil causes us at times to minimize our issues. When you look at the story of Hannah and Peninnah, she was married to an amazing man, Elkanah, who was doing so much to compensate for her not having a child. And at times, that love was making her to feel a little bit comfortable. But thank God for Peninnah in her lives, that I believe every time she wanted to suck on that pacifier, Peninnah came and pull it, yank it out of her mouth. And it got to a point that she was so restless in her spirit, went to Shiloh. And she cried. That 1 Samuel chapter 1, I think it's verse 10, says she cried bitterly, and she cried. And even, she was praying and talking, but she couldn't even make words. And Eli came and actually thought she was drunk. There's power when we cry unto God. That Psalms 56 verse 9 again says, "When I cry unto the Lord, then my enemy will turn back. For this I know, because God is with me." So realize that the enemy will put so many things your way to make you comfortable, to make you complacent, to make you feel like minimize your issues, that, it's not that bad. I can manage and I can settle. And the longer you stay in that condition or mindset, your needs are not being met. Drop the pacifier and cry unto God for help. The Bible also makes us to know that the heartfelt prayer of the righteous availeth much, is powerful, it accomplished much. So even in that place of crying unto God, it's not just only about the physical tears, right? It has to be heartfelt. And that scripture says the heartfelt prayer of the righteous availeth much. Go to him in a place crying for mercy and speaking exactly your needs. Don't keep quiet. Don't be silent. Drop the pacifier and cry unto God so that your needs will be met. I hope you're blessed today. Remember, drop the pacifier. Take care. See you soon.